Hello adventurers, I'm AllRanger. Welcome to this series of videos where we explore all about old school RuneScape, of course not in one go. On March 29th, 2004, the Dragon Dagger came slashing its way into the world of Gielinor in the RS2 launched update. Orichalcum, commonly referred to as dragon by adventurers, is a strong, red metal that cannot be mined or smelted by players. However, it can be reforged and repaired in the Dragon Forge located in the ancient cavern. But more on this in a future episode. As the Dragon Dagger cannot be smithed, it can be bought from shops and obtained from some monsters. However, it's not able to be worn until the player has completed the quest The Lost City. Most notably, the shop players are familiar with Isjukat's shop, which is located in Zanaris after the player pays a fee of 1 cut diamond to enter through the locked diamond gate. The next shop the Dragon Dagger is sold at for the same rate as Jukat's, at the price of 30k each, is the Myths Guild's weaponry located on the 3rd floor of the Myths Guild. It's worth mentioning that these two shops will also buy the daggers from players at the starting rate of 18,000 coins each. The third shop this blade is sold at is located in Prifdina's at Iorwith's Arms, but at a higher rate of 45,000 per blade. The second to last shop that buys the daggers is by Urbai and Sophanem. Both shops will buy the blades from the player at a rate of 7,500 coins. Last but not least, the wandering merchant known as Rasolo, located just south of Braxton Falls, will sell the player a finely crafted Dragon Dagger at 60,000 coins each and buy them from them at 3,000 coins. As mentioned, there is a fairly decent list of creatures that drop the Dragon Dagger when slain. Some of the most common drops come from the Chaos Elemental, Crystal Implings, and Magpie Implings at a drop rate of 1 out of 11 trickling down to 1 out of 18. While the worst mobs to kill in order to obtain one of these daggers would be a Revenant Goblin or a Revenant Imp, having a rate of 1 out of 1,728, and the Imp having a rate of 1 out of 3,025. And finishing off this section, it's worth mentioning that the poison variants can also be obtained via drops from Dragon Implings and the God Wars General Krill Tsutsaroth. The Dragon Dagger is one of 3 daggers that has an inverted blade, the other 2 being the Charis and the Abyssal Dagger. There are only 3 NPCs that use the Dragon Dagger against the Adventurer, which are the Stranger from the Desert Treasure 1 quest, and the Ceratamen and Ancient Wizards that appear when doing a Coordinates Clue scroll. Alright, here's the part all you rogues have been waiting for. The Dragon Dagger comes in 4 different flavors, if poison is your favorite way to finish a foe. Interestingly enough, the stronger poison variants were not released until about a year later on July 11th, 2005, in the farming update. Adventurers can apply 3 different variants of poison to the dagger, from weakest to strongest, regular poison, poison plus, and poison plus plus. It's also worth mentioning that depending on what poison is on the blade, it will change what players will call it. So a Dragon Dagger with no poison is just called a DD for short. If the blade has regular poison on it, it's called a DDP. The DD Poison Plus is named DD Plus, and lastly, the Dragon Dagger Poison Plus Plus is called DDS. The S stood for Super Poison back in the early days of the game. As mentioned in my Bronze Dagger video, the poison can be removed by using Karam Jaram on a piece of silk, therefore making a cleaning cloth and using it on the poisonous dagger. The Dragon Dagger does have a special attack called Puncture, and when used, it consumes 25% of the player's special attack while boosting the accuracy and damage by 15% each. The special attack also allows the wielder to hit 2 times with 1 swing, and the max hit on another player possible is 49, for a total damage of 98. It gets higher if you're using a Slayer helmet while on task, hitting a whopping 54 for a total of 108 damage. Speaking of damage, let's take a look at the stats. Being poisoned or unpoisoned, the stats stay the same, with an attack bonus of plus 40 stab, plus 25 slash, minus 4 crush, plus 1 magic, and a plus 0 ranged attack bonus. As far as defense bonuses go, it's 0 across the board, besides the plus 1 magic defensive bonus. The other bonus is plus 40 strength. The Dragon Dagger can also be used in 2 different attack types, that being stab and slash, and also offers a +3 invisible boost to the player's attack, strength, or defense, depending on what combat style they have it set to. In its poisoned or unpoisoned state, the dagger has a weight of 0.453 kilograms or 1 pound, and if we're comparing that to the weight of bananas, it would be about 3 bananas. When the Dragon Dagger is examined, players will see that it's a powerful dagger. The player can low out the unpoisoned version for more coins than the poisoned versions, at a rate of 12,000 coins unpoisoned and 9,600 for the poisoned version, as well as high alking the unpoisoned version for 18,000 and the poisoned version for a lesser 14,400 coins. As for the current GE price, the dagger is traded for 17,381 coins. All in all, the Dragon Dagger is a classic weapon that will be forever ingrained in the adventurer's mind when it comes to high-hitting, efficient weapon for a low price. It's time for the most loved segment of the video series where I part you with a joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Dragon. Dragon who? Dragging your dagger with you? It's time to go on an adventure. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe as I'm trying to reach 200 subs, and like or dislike the video and let me know your opinion. If you have any suggestions for future videos, leave a comment. What should I cover in my next video? This has been AllRanger. Stay safe and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.